Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to provide a solution to this interesting calculus 3 question, which is under vector calculus. We are given a vector field F with these components y, x plus 2, and we are asked to find the potential function phi. First thing first, you should know that every conservative vector field has a potential function, and that is the potential function we are looking for, because we use the potential function to get that vector field F, and this is how we compute for the vector field. We know that del phi will always be equal to the vector field, so you have to differentiate phi with respect to x for you to get this component. You redifferentiate it with respect to y for you to get the second component. But you should know that not every vector field has a potential function. And how do we determine whether this is actually a conservative vector field? If it is a conservative vector field, then it implies that the curl of f must be equal to 0. And how do we compute for curl of f? If a vector field is given by this component f, g, where remember this f is obtained by differentiating phi with respect to x, then g subscript x minus f subscript y must be equal to 0, and this is what curl is saying. This is curl of f. Yes. This is how to compute for the curl of f, and once it is equal to 0, we say that that function is conservative and it must have a potential function. So let's come here and compute for that. Though it is not necessary because the question says find a potential function, which implies that it is already a conservative. I just want to test it. So we are going to differentiate dx plus 2 with respect to x. With respect to x, this is equal to what? 1, right? And we're going to differentiate this one, the first one, with respect to y. So d of y with respect to y, this is equal to 1. And you can see that 1 minus 1 is indeed 0, which implies that this is a conservative vector field. That's number 1. In case you don't know whether it is a conservative, this is how you should test it. Then let's come back to the business. One thing you should remember is if you differentiate this with respect to x, this is our potential function which we are looking for. If you differentiate it with respect to x, you have to get the first component. So therefore, del phi del x must be equal to y. Therefore, del phi is equal to y dx, right? Let us integrate both sides. The moment you integrate this, you have phi equal to the integral of y dx. We are going to integrate y with respect to x. Therefore, since y is constant in terms of x, we're only going to attach x to y. Therefore, our potential function is equal to yx or xy, all the same, plus the constant of integration. But this constant of integration must be in terms of y. It is a constant in terms of y. This is what you should do. And remember that, let me come here, the derivative of that potential function with respect to y will give us this x plus 2, right? Therefore, we can differentiate this with respect to y and equate it to be this, because the moment you differentiate this with respect to y, it will be equivalent to that one. So del phi del y, from this, you know, we are differentiating y, keeping x as constant. So the derivative of y with respect to y is 1. So we only have x. Then if you differentiate this with respect to y, you have c prime of y. Now this must be equal to this, which implies that this c prime of y must be equal to 2. Yeah, because this is equal to this already. X and x is clearly, you can see them, which means that this 2 must be equal to this. Now to get that constant, you have to integrate both sides. The moment you integrate the left hand side, this prime will go, leaving only what? C of y equal to the integral of 2 with respect to y, which is simply equal to 2y. Therefore, c of y is equal to 2y. Therefore, our potential function will now be what? Yx plus c of y, which is now 2y. Finally, where should I write it? Therefore, our potential function is equal to xy plus 2y. Let's see whether this is correct. Remember, I told you that our vector field can always be obtained from the potential function. This is our potential function, differentiated with respect to x. If you differentiate this with respect to x, you have 1 times y, which is y. We have no y here, so we have no x here, so the derivative will be 0. So everything is just y. Can you see that here? Now differentiated with respect to y, if you differentiate y here, you have 1 times x is x. You differentiate this with respect to y, you have what? Only 2. So this is x plus 2. X plus 2. Therefore, this is said to be the potential function for this vector field.